What happened to Lil Wayne? Everyone's questioning right now whether someone that I called many years the greatest rapper of all time, Lil Wayne, they're wondering if he has officially fallen off. Right? You can play it. What's that?
Bro, I'm trying to play the live stream so I can see the chat and it gave me the commercial.
I thought it was the Lil Wayne album, song. I thought it was Inspector Gadget. It sounded like it a little bit.
No.
But people are wondering if Lil Wayne has fallen off. Right? Some people are like, oh, no, he's been bad for years. I disagree. I think Lil Wayne, for context, obviously, he dropped the Carter 6. One of the most historical album series in the history of music is the Carter. Everyone talks about it whenever it comes out. The Carter 4, Carter 5, Carter 6. It's a historical thing. And we're back again with Carter 6. He dropped the release date. Everyone's been waiting. And the album's not out. Now that the album's out, the general consensus unanimously is that it's horrible. It is trash. My take is this, after thinking about it more, not necessarily replaying it more, because I didn't want to put myself through that trauma again. But there has to be damn near like something called like Lil Wayne fan PTSD that we're going to have now after this album. Because if you're a diehard Lil Wayne fan like me, you understand the talent and the genius of Lil Wayne. But then this album feels like a mockery and like a parody of anything having to do with Lil Wayne. But my thing, and people have been discussing it online, is pray from the top. Put the first like 5 seconds again. Pause that shit. Lil Wayne needs better production. I think that Lil Wayne still is an amazing rapper. He might be the greatest of all time when it's all said and done, as far as the ability of rhyming words, just rapping as a skill, especially without writing, because he doesn't write nothing down. Lil Wayne might be the best, the greatest, the GOAT. The thing is, it's no longer just about that. Him and Eminem are addicted to rapping, and they've reached a point where they, in my opinion, could comfortably retire. I've been telling Eminem for years to retire. Just retire. We don't need new music. We don't need new music from Lil Wayne. We don't need new music from Eminem. But we get it. So I'm grateful for that because they're still alive. They're living legends. So the fact that we get it, I think, is amazing. The thing is, if the shit sucks, then it's like, wait a minute. Should we have even gotten it? Also, does it affect their legacy? I don't think it affects their legacy, but with the Carter, one can argue that because it does taint the Carter series. I don't think he's missed with the Carter series until now. Carter 5, people, okay, I think is the worst one up until now, but I still think it was a good project. Now, the Carter 6 feels like Lil Wayne fans and music fans in general right now of hip-hop should be worried about Lil Wayne. Because what is happening? Is there too many yes men around him? Is he out of touch? Does he not care about what he's releasing? The intro and the outro are good. So it's like there seems to be a starting point here. But where the fuck did he veer off the wrong path? Like, why are we getting this type of production that sounds like the beginning of a video game? It sounds like Crash Bandicoot. Like, it's completely ridiculous. I'm not mad at the lyrics. If the production was good, I think that we would appreciate it more. But right now, it's just ridiculous. Have you guys listened to the album again? Noel, Marlon, have you guys listened to the album again?
Listened to it a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
Fully?
The whole album.
Mm-hmm.
The whole album, Noel.
Swear to God.
You fucking hate yourself.
No.
Yes, you do.
I wanted to understand what the problem was.
What's the problem to you?
First off. Decepticons. Yeah, this is really like, bro, this is really some shit that some shit they will play at the end of Transformers. Bro, I woke up at 6 a.m. I looked out to the sun. I just started talking about hope and Autobahn. It's at a Sunday morning, bro. I swear to God. Bro, this shit is ass. But here's the thing, bro. A few things. I agree with Vic. Intro, outro. Outro is better than the intro. It just suddenly like had no direction in the middle. Like so quickly. And when I'm hearing it back, I'm like, this feels like a tribute album to Wayne's legacy in the sense of like, oh, he's done all these type of genre music. And I feel like that would have worked. Like, oh, you know, we're going back to the Mr. Carter. We're going back to the How to Love, like those type of hits. Even has a song with 2 Chainz. That's a throwback. Like one of 2 Chainz's best fucking features is when he was Titty Boy and he did the song with Wayne back in the day. So like, I'm hearing back, I'm like, okay, I could see you guys trying to do that. You didn't roll it out as that. There was no marketing around it. Like if they'd done like, oh, this is Lil Wayne's last album.
Yeah.
Or the end of the Carter series is a look back of everything Wayne's done like Eminem did. The Death of Slim Shady was literally that. It was all of Eminem's sounds over the years. And it worked because he did it really well. He incorporated new people. He brought on JID. But we didn't see that with Wayne. Like, Wayne didn't do that at all. Like, it sounded like maybe that was the direction they were going, but they just, like, picked up throwaways from a bunch of different, like, studio sessions. Like, at one point, I'm like, I know when this was made. Like, the Bono song, that shit came out of one of these recovery album sessions. The song that sounds like How to Love came out of that session. Like, this sound like throwaway songs. People were saying maybe he's broke. That's why he didn't have good producers. I'm not going to say that. I don't know a nigga's financial situation. Also, I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that Lil Wayne in 2025 can't walk up to a Metro Boomin and be like, give me a beat, and he won't give it to him for free.
Yeah.
It
doesn't make sense.
That's when I started to like lose the crowd, because I'm like, nah, y'all ain't making sense in these statements on Twitter, because I get that in a lot of like K-Bot, hardcore Kendrick fan minds, they think that Lil Wayne is like dead and that no one wants to do anything with Young Money. That's not true. Like when Kendrick got picked for the Super Bowl, people were upset. Rappers, major artists were collectively saying it should have been Wayne. That bothered Kendrick so much he put it on whacked out murals. So I understood that like the industry still respects Wayne. Mm-hmm. There's no issue with Wayne. Wayne can make a call and get a feature or a song from anyone. I can imagine anyone on this planet that is a major artist would have loved to have had a beat, a feature, a hook on the Carter 6, without a doubt. Not have paid a dime, not have asked a dime for it, just to be a part of that legacy, that greatness. So that shows me, it ain't that he's broke. It ain't that he ain't called nobody. I mean, it ain't that no one like was willing to give him something. I feel like Wayne is out of date. I feel like he lives under a rock, just like Eminem. I think the fine line between him and M is, M has a good team. Because when you look at the last album, JID's on it.
Yeah.
JID is one of the younger acts that are actually like a fucking unicorn when it comes to his rapping shit, and has modeled himself off of M and Lil Wayne. The fact that JID's on that album shows me, oh, like Wayne actually, whoever's on Eminem's team is paying attention to who's hot. I don't see that with Wayne. I don't think Wayne even knows who JID is, or someone like a JID. I don't think he knows who Griselda is, which would have been a great person to throw on this album too as a group.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of people he could have called, he didn't call. And I don't think it's because he's broke. I don't think it's because the industry hates him, like Twitter was saying. I see a couple people saying that. I think it's because Wayne don't know shit about music anymore. He's a mega star that lives in a bubble and just skateboards wherever he wants. And I think that he has a terrible fucking team around him. And I think this team didn't do a good enough job in creating like songs.
Yeah.
Like there's no songs in this, bro. At one point I'm like, this is a terrible hook. This is a terrible beat. This sounds too popish. This beat sounds like some bullshit. But he's rapping.
He's rapping.
The nigga's rapping. Go listen back to some of those songs. Break down the bars.
No. He is 100%.
He's rapping. There's some corny shit though. There's some dated shit. The Kesha bar that Vic brought up in the reaction. I heard it again. It sounds disgusting. I know you liked it, but that whooshy, 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 that was disgusting, Vic. That was bad. That was
Pussy
very bad.
gushy.
Yeah, that was bad. That was
Pussy
bad.
gushy.
That was bad. But like, there wasn't enough bad moments for me to think he still can't rap. Like, he could still rap. The rap is like 7.5 after a few listens. I'm like, okay, you still got it here. It's just, you need someone to help you construct a song, nigga. And that's my question to you guys. Lil Wayne, you get him with a team. You think he can give you a great album in 2025?
100%. I think Lil Wayne should get with someone who's experienced in working with older rappers with a modern sound. Hit Boy has done, I think, 6 damn near phenomenal albums with Nas. Hit Boy can do an album with Lil Wayne, and the album would be amazing. It would be phenomenal. Metro Boomin. I think Metro Boomin could be a great collaborator because Metro Boomin has that soundtrack sound that he can take it to. If Wayne wants some pop soundtrack shit, Metro Boomin could do it on some fly shit. He does the fucking Spider-Man soundtracks. He's good as fuck. That's the only 2 people I would want with Lil Wayne right now. Other than that,
You wouldn't want.
I wouldn't want like a
Alchemist?
DJ Premier. I wouldn't even really want an Alchemist. I'm sorry. I wouldn't want an Alchemist because I would want it to be a bit more modern. It's because...
And they also said JID does have a song with him, and so does Benny the Butcher.
Okay.
Which is crazy to me. So where are they? This shows me more that this team is terrible then.
Because I do remember the songs with Benny the Butcher and with JID. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Lil Wayne, unfortunately, knows who they are. I'm not going to lie to you. We got to be honest. I think Wayne could just be like doing these verses sometimes.
Out of love?
Out of love and also to get paid. Like he probably charges. Like there's two ways to go about it. I doubt that Lil Wayne has sat down and listened to like a full JID album.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
I don't think he sat down and listened to a full Griselda or Benny the Butcher album.
I don't think he's listening to a Freddie Gibbs album. I don't think he's listening to a 38 Spetch album. I don't think he's listening to any of these rapping niggas albums.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. It's not like a good thing. It's just like it is what it is. Like we gotta be honest. So that's the reality that we're getting to. Like Lil Wayne's tapped out, and yeah, that's what's gonna affect us completely. Lin-Manuel Miranda produced, I think, the worst song in the history of hip hop, and it's "Peanuts to Elephants" on this Lil Wayne Carter 6 album. Lin-Manuel Miranda deserves, after that production, to be stripped away of all his Grammy awards. I think he has like 5 Grammy awards, 6 Grammys. They gotta take away all his Grammys, and they gotta put that motherfucker in jail. He needs to be locked up.
He deserves to get lynched.
This isn't. I wouldn't take it that far.
No, he does. He's right. He deserves
He
to get
deserves
lynched.
to get lynched.
The Lin-Manuel is all jokes, but Lin-Manuel, you're too talented and too legendary in your field to come over into the hip hop field, and you're not really even coming over because you made Hamilton is like a hip hop version. So and you did it phenomenally. To do this on a Legends album,
It's crazy.
is insane. Like, what are you doing here? Like, what is happening? Like, who heard that and was like, "Yo, we're gonna kill it"?
Yeah, but let's be honest.
What
bro.
the fuck is going on?
Let's be honest. You're Lil Wayne. And that fucking beat plays. You willingly want to spit on that.
To prove a point
What point?
that I could spit on anything.
I can rap on anything.
I think he's that delusional.
Anyone can fucking throw words around on the fucking thing, rap around, make it sound.
That's not the point.
You're connecting the shit, but like, my nigga, that shit sounds horrible.
I think, bro, Amar, I think there's a really big. I think Wayne's brain is so degenerate. Like I think the seizures.
It's fried. It's
yeah,
fried.
it's so bad at this point. His only focus is what he can focus on, and if it's music, then it's like, I don't care if it sounds good. I don't care about what sounds good right now. I just want to rap. Like Vic said, he's obsessed with rapping.
If we go down
To a
the
detriment.
numbers wise, to put it in perspective, numbers wise, the first Carter sold 116,000. Second Carter sold 240,000.
That's crazy.
The
too.
Carter 3 sold 1 million copies in 1 week.
Oh my god.
I think that's the best Carter. Classic moment. I remember that every day. Carter 4 sold almost 1 million. It sold 960,000 first week. And then Carter 5 sold almost 500,000, 480,000 first week. And that was just 7 years ago. Now fast forward, they're estimating that Carter 6 might be his worst selling in the streaming era yet, with about 140,000.
Wow, you were right. 150, 200.
150, which is still a lot and a lot more than a lot of these rappers nowadays. But it's because he's a legend. And on top of that, I'll tell you this much. If people said that the album was good, the streams will go up. Because that's what happens with streaming. First day streaming, Friday, if you see good reaction from an album, people recommend it, people go check it out. That's a thing. The numbers go up. Projections go up. Projections might go down. He might only sell 100,000 because people are hearing his album's bad. Does it affect his legacy? I think he's still a legend. I think he's still Lil Wayne. It just makes everything questionable now. It's like, now I understand why you weren't a part of the Super Bowl, because they probably contacted his team, saw like it was a mess or the lack thereof of a team, because there has to be.
Or it's known.
There has to be a mess. Something's going on that's wrong. But I'll tell you this much. We do need to talk about and congratulate him on, he did have a sold out Madison Square Garden show on Friday when the album dropped. Packed. Insanely packed.
That's beautiful.
Unfortunately, he did perform some of these songs off the album.
No, he didn't. Did he perform The Elephant?
I don't know if he performed The Elephant. If anyone that was there, leave a comment below. Did he perform Elephant in New York? I do know that he performed Bells.
And he brought out...
But he did bring out LL Cool J, which was fire. Because like I told you guys, he sampled him and he brought him out. And he's like, I pay homage, nigga. And he brings out LL Cool J. That was fire.
Should have brought out Jadakiss and all them for the...
But it's like, if you're just doing that because you pay homage, you don't need to do that. You're Lil Wayne. Niggas know that you're a legend. We know that you pay respects to the people before you. It's been a known thing. You don't need to remind people. What you need to do is remind people that you can still drop fire. And do what? Drop fire.
Yeah.
Also, Joe Budden and a lot of other podcasters have been talking about this. Rappers need writers. Ever since Meek Mill made that post saying that Drake has ghostwriters, there has been a shift where rappers now, their ego is on 1,000. The most non-lyrical niggas don't want help. Little Baby, etc. These street rappers, because the ego, because they think, hey, I'm a rapper. I can't have a writer. I can't have help. It's the opposite. These niggas need writers. Why? Because it's no longer, we're in a different era. This is not about who has the better lyrics, it's about who has the better song, who has the best music. And that's because of the shift that Drake created. Drake, and I would say Kanye as well, because Kanye still falls in that world. Kanye. And also, why is that? Because these niggas ain't focused about just rapping. They're more about the collaborative effort. Mm-hmm. If we get more rappers with writers, not for just for their verses, I'm talking about also just hooks and bridges. If you get writers in the room with Lil Baby, with Lil Wayne, and they actually construct a song, like, yo, do this in the intro.
Yeah.
Do your thing here. Or give them an idea, because that's what a writer can do. They could come in and be like, hey, Wayne, all right, do a song about the Carter 6, but make it about looking back at all the Carters. Like a concept. They give them a concept, and like, okay, I do that. Okay, I'll write the hook for you, and then you just do 2 verses. The writer will help them, like, oh, and then Wayne does it. Phenomenal. We get a better output. Instead, what do we get? Random Carter 6, the Carter 6, I'm a Carter 6, nigga. It's like, bro, what's going on? That's you paying homage to like the Carter and like, let's do a fucking, there's no concepts no more. We're just throwing shit at the wall. Like, what is happening? Like, what is really going on? And that's why another example of rappers needing writers and help, I think is going to be that Young Thug album. I think that Young Thug album is going to be bad, and there's going to be a big conversation after that Young Thug album. Because what the fuck is really going on? What the fuck is really happening?
I think Young Thug's been falling off for a while.
And to be honest, an example of niggas with good writers around them, not writing their verses, but helping them, Kendrick Lamar. Who was all over that Kendrick Lamar album? The guy that produces and works with Taylor Swift, I forgot his name, Jack Antonoff?
I know you're talking about, yeah. I've seen that.
He helps with writing, constructing songs. That's why GNX is amazing. Because it has thematic records. There's a structure. You can feel what's going on. There's a sound that they're going for. There's a story. Even if it's not heavy, like it's not a fucking Good Kid, Mad City story, but there still is something there.
Even Good Kid, Mad City has mad credits on it.
Yeah, and it's not like it's just Kendrick Lamar sitting in a corner by himself. It's a collaborative effort. Unfortunately, the collaborative effort has been gone out the window. These niggas want to do shit by themselves. That's why the Little Baby album came and went. That's why this Carter 6 album now is going to come and go. It's terrible. It's terrible. We got to get back to making good music. It's okay to collaborate. It's all right to collaborate with a concept. Don't just come on here and just say whatever and leave. It needs to make sense. Now, there's some songs on here that actually are good. So we want to highlight them.
Before you continue, I just want to do
Yeah.
I was gonna say
super chat.
Super chats?
Because
How's
he's
the
done it
super
for a few
chats?
times. So
Yeah, 'cause I
Gucci
was
Boy
about to.
Music donated 3 times.
Shout out to Gucci Boy Music. Gucci Boy Music. Gucci Boy Music.
279. Drake dropping with Smiley this Friday. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that.
June 13th.
699 again, and then 399 again. We appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you,
Yeah,
brother.
we saw you, bro. It's just
Thank you.
You know, they were going on a rant, so I was waiting until it gets simmered down.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I reported on that last week. Smiley made the post. People are talking about it today because Smiley made the track list post. But
It was
Smiley
supposed
made
to
a
drop
post.
on the album, but it didn't.
No, it's coming on the album now.
Didn't the album just drop?
No, the album's coming Friday.
I
Yeah.
thought he dropped something like mad recent.
Nah.
Nah.
He's been streaming and shit. He's been an agent. Like, he's been out there making
Yeah.
content. Smiley. He's been out here.
Yeah.
Um,
So before you talk about the good songs, because you brought up something that I know that they're already starting in the
There's
chat.
only 3. There's only 3.
Rappers don't need writers. I want to explain something to y'all because Vic said it, but he went over it briefly. Rap has evolved. There's no more one mic. Like, I don't think these niggas understand the generation of people just rapping on a song is dead.
yeah.
There's no more New York State of Mind. You're not gonna hear a song with a boom bap beat or any type of beat, and people are just rapping the entire time, and it's gonna hit the like people are gonna actually consistently replay, and it's gonna have replay value. Like, no, that's not a thing anymore. You need to formulate an entire song. So what Vic is saying is, we need more than just one person in a room to structure a song. You need a hook. You need an engineer. You need a producer. You need multiple minds in the room trying to understand how do we structure this song? How do we put it within the larger concept of the collaborative piece? Good Kid, Mad City has multiple credits for a reason. Vic is right. When Kanye first started making these albums, he was diverging away from just sitting on a track and rapping for 3 verses. He was giving us hooks, songs, because for the first time ever, a producer was the one rapping now.
100%.
That's not a thing. Like, I don't think y'all understand what that revolutionized music when it came to rapping, because what happened was, back in the day, the hook and the beat was given to you by the producer. Joe Budden was talking about this when he was talking to, what's her name? Jazzy?
Jazzy.
That it was the producer who would give you the hook and the beat. For the first time ever, it's now the producer rapping too. So what Kanye's doing is he's like, I'm gonna just rap over my hooks. Or I'm gonna rap over other people's hooks. Or I'm gonna bring this person that I would have brought in to help me make this beat and this hook, and I'm gonna just rap over it. So he creates the collaborative effort. It gets passed on to people like Drake, Travis, Kid Cudi, and it becomes this entire tree of music that Vic is absolutely right, got abandoned with the Drake beef. The moment Meek Mill says you don't write your shit, wow, the music take a fucking like nosedive because everyone took up this mentality. But the reality was music took a turn. It's no longer just a rapper on 3 verses rapping. It's now an entire effort of people coming in and helping in the process. Because the rapper is not just the rapper anymore. The rapper could be the producer, J. Cole.
Yeah.
The rapper could be the engineer. The rapper could also be something else. Like, it's more than just rap nowadays. You guys have to let this shit go.
Yeah, because it's bigger. It's bigger than everything. Like, no one's trying to say, like, we need you to write someone's verse rapping. We're talking about the overall concept of the record, like helping someone. There's nothing wrong with collaborating. You know, I think that's something that would be beneficial to anyone, even local artists, all types of artists, the smallest tier to the biggest tier. I think it would be extremely beneficial. I think we'll get more of a bigger sound that I think that hip hop has had and can get kind of more back to again. And to be honest, maybe it's the lack of Drake music right now, the lack of DJ Khaled music, maybe like the pop rappers, you know what I'm saying? Where's Jack Harlow? Like these rappers that have these major, you know, hip hop records that they haven't been around. Maybe that's why it does feel a bit I I don't know, like the presence is not as palpable. But we do want to get credit where it's due. Obviously, niggas ain't saying nobody's rapping. Niggas is rapping. During that whole Joey Badass back and forth, niggas was rapping. I love that. But what happens? We need to follow that up with the project. I recommend people to go check out the Ray Vaughn album that he had before the beef. I wish the beef happened first and then he dropped the album because people pay attention to it more. But that's a great album. Go check it out. Joey Badass, where's the album? I hope he drops. Because those same people, they need to, capitalize and drop music as well. I just think it's like a weird moment. This Lil Wayne album's like helping me realize that, like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is there no proper, like, what's happening? And I think the Clips album, whoo, I'm excited for that because I think that that's gonna be solid, and that's gonna be something that what I'm talking about. You think Pharrell's not helping these guys?
Oh,
like,
no.
Draw out like the concepts, etc.
Oh my God.
You think Pharrell didn't tell Pusha T like yeah, make sure that's the first line. No one says nothing until yellow diamonds look like PP. Like that's
Genius.
Purposely the first line. Like
Because it's sensationalized.
because it sensationalizes. It's a part of the song and getting the people's attention. And it's like what the and it's like a bar and it's whimsical, but he's serious and it's like a taste level to the type of shit. There's a taste level that you niggas got to understand. This is not just about who has the better raps. It's not about that. We're talking about the music level, the sound, the production. This Lil Wayne album was very disappointing. Very disappointing. But like I said, the good songs on here. Written History, I think is a great outro. Alone in the studio with my gun, MGK delivered. Kodak was decent. Lil Wayne delivered. Being Myself, I appreciate the sentiment, and I think it might grow on me a little bit, but right now it's like whatever. It's like a skip.
Booty cheeks.
Flex Up might be the best song on here. I love it. I love the production. I love what Wayne did on there. Hip Hop. The highest streaming song off this album right now is Hip Hop. It's the one with BX The Plug and Jay Jones.
Because the closest one to a modern song.
Yeah, it has like the most modern sound, and I think it's a good hook.
The only good part is Big X the Plug.
Yeah, I think it's a good hook.
You float on that shit.
Hip hop, TikTok, TikTok, but it's like, man, I don't know. It's so weird. This Lil Wayne album, man. Right now, it literally feels like PTSD from the Wayne album that I've gotten. Like,
You really thought it was going to be good?
I thought so. I thought more because of the fact, like, the Super Bowl and, like, the whole conversation. I'm like, Wayne, like, the pressure's on. Like, I hope, like, he knows. He would have to know to fuck up. Like, to fuck up right now would be bad because you have a different set of eyes on you. I feel like more than ever before, like, a different
You
different
thought he
people.
felt that way for real?
I thought so because he said at the speech, he was like he felt snubbed and all this shit. He kept saying this shit everywhere. Like the New Orleans, when he got inducted to like the New Orleans Hall of Fame, whatever that was, like the amazing moment. All that shit that was happening, he was like emotional still about it.
They gonna love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.